Hello and welcome to Zwift Stage 2, Get Rolling. This is my fifth attempt at this race. So far, the four attempts I've done, I've been dropped twice on the gravel climb, really finding that difficult. And on the other two attempts, I've made it up, got to the end and kind of messed up the sprint with the power-ups. So determined not to get dropped on this go. Get my excuses in early. I've just done 50 minutes of zone benchmarking before I jumped on this race. I decided to join Lee Cassidy of Lee C Cycling. And in an attempt not to get dropped, I've decided that I'm going to make three attacks on this course, right where the rest of the field is either trying to catch a rest or preparing themselves for an uphill climb. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if I can wear the field down and therefore get some rest myself and sit in the pack and make it up this climb with the front group. You'll notice here that I switch into first person view. There's two reasons for doing this on this course. The first really is to give me a better view of where I am in the draft and where my positioning is in the pack, especially kind of as I'm going to make some attacks. And the second reason is actually there's a place in this course where it shifts to a sideline view just by the lake. And being in first person view here, that camera switch doesn't happen. So you'll see that probably I think it's around about 7.5 kilometers in. So decided I'm going to make my first attack at the end of this gravel path just as we reach the road. It's about just under 2 kilometers into the race. I've let Lee know what I'm up to, so we'll see if he comes with me to create a bit of a splinter. Again, the reason for doing this is just to wear out and put some hurt into the field, especially those with the strong 5-minute power. My 5-minute power for category B isn't brilliant, and like I say, I'm really struggling to get up this gravel climb with the front group. So if I can wear them down early, I can put in repetitive sprints and make it to the top. So see you in just under a kilometre. Mark Alford's just said, given us a ride on, and it's timely. It's just as I'm about to make the first attack. So here we go, orange numbers, and let's drive through this field. There we go, and then Lee's putting out some orange numbers as well. That's two of us. There's a gap, and there's Jonathan Huber. He's chasing. So yeah, we're doing just under 50 kilometers an hour here, and we've thinned out or spread out that pack a little bit. So far, so good. There's some more orange numbers as people are chasing us. So at this point, I'm feeling quite good. We've got a little group together here, a little group of, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 or 6 of us off at the front, and I'm feeling like this might work. But as you can see, there's a lot of power-ups going on, and that group looks like it might be coming back together. And sure enough, just as we cross that power-up banner, there's a group's come back together. It's much larger, so I'm catching some rest at the back of the pack. I'm still feeling pretty good about this. Tactics are working. We have got a smaller group at the front, and I'm going to go again just before the road climb. So I think that's just over 4.3, 4.4 kilometers, and we're going to go and produce those orange numbers again. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here we go. Let's spin up, and there we go. And Lee's coming with me. Lee knew what I was doing. And it's a 5% gradient uphill. There's 3 of us with orange numbers. It's Jonathan, Lee, and myself. Again, just putting the hurt in. Get to the front of the group. Let everybody chase us for the rest of the for the next flat section, and we can get some rest in as they're chasing. Again, expecting this to all come back together, but Lee's pushing on a bit. So we'll stick with Lee, and I'm keeping the watts fairly low. I'm just hanging with this pack, wondering whether it's going to come back together. And yeah, it's all come back together. There's about 17, 18 of us in this group. but I'm getting some rest, heart rate's down, and getting ready for my third attack, which we'll do at about 6.5 kilometers, I think. It's just at the beginning of the gravel climb. I don't think anyone's going to be expecting that. As it gets to 6% incline, going to see if I can see how long I can hold that for. So as we come around this bend, I'm getting my last bits of rest. Again, keeping the watts down. Making sure I'm sitting sort of in a good pack position. And now getting a bit nervous. There's a slight downhill here, -1, then flat. And as we turn right into that gravel climb, I'm starting to push the power up, and then I'm go. That's 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Yeah, held orange numbers for about 10 seconds there. Not brilliant, but you've got a 2-second gap, and that's me, Lee, and Jonathan there. So now I've just got to hold it to the top of this climb. There's a right hand here, which is sort of fairly shallow, and then the 2 left hands are on a bit of a climb. I've got a feather here. I think that's my secret weapon, so I've used my feather to keep pushing. And got somebody now to draft, so I'm in the front group. Yeah, there's a few of us here. Can't see Lee at the moment. There's another fella there, so I'm with 370 watts. Just trying to keep up with this K440, who's not on Zwift Power, is really going for it. Holding 5 watts a kilo, and he's putting in a big gap. And now you'd normally get to the cut screen, and somebody has come flying through. That's Lee's putting out orange numbers. I haven't got anything left to respond. I dropped down to under 200 watts for a second there. Try and recover that. I'm trying to chase Lee here, and it's gone. It's gone. I'm just watched that pack drift away. Yeah, I've got nothing left. And how did it all go so horribly wrong? It's horrible. Look at that. Watching them drift away as I'm getting dropped. Lee's still doing some orange numbers there. He's really going for it. And yeah, I'm just going to stick with H bar more. I really can't chase that down after those 3 attacks. So from here on, sort of hanging my head in shame. I haven't got much left. It's going to be a battle for 15th, 14th, and 13th place. If I can just stay on the wheels of ABEC and H bar more. So we'll skip through to the end now because not much happens other than me trying to hang on and recover. So with 2.5 kilometres to go, Barmore's made a bit of a break for it with an aero. I'm going to use my feather and try and chase him down. Beck, I think he's kind of given up. There's no watts per kilo being put out there. I think he's fatigued and let us go. So I'm trying to chase Barmore down here, see if I can nick 13th place. In a minute I switch back to third person and trying to get in front of Barmore and put out some speed so I can get into a super tuck. I can't quite tell, so they're going to third person now. Over 56 kilometers an hour, minus 5%. Super tuck to get some rest. Doesn't last long, so give up with that idea. And at this point in the, I'm not sure how I'm actually going to beat Barmore here. I'm kind of really despondent about being dropped by the front group. I can see the power numbers being put out. They're about 28 seconds ahead. And you can see, it's disappointing. But I won 13th place, and I'm feeling a bit cheeky sitting behind him and catching his draft. So there is a flat bit at around 0.7. I was wondering whether to go in front here and make a break for it. Yeah, I hesitated, it didn't go, but again, there's another chance here where it shallows out, and at the bus stop, you've got -1, -2, half a kilometre to go, and I go now. Orange numbers, 10 watts a kilo, 11 watts a kilo. There's Barmore, yeah, he's coming after me, he's doing 10 watts a kilo, so it's a question of how long can I hold it in the wind. Unfortunately for me, he's backed off, he's back down to 6-7 watts a kilo. He's allowing me to take the break. And I crossed the line in 13th. And not a particularly good time either. Got 4.2 watts per kilo, 5 minute. So that's not particularly impressive. I think the best is 4.4, and I want to get a personal best of 4.5. But look at that, Lee Cassidy in second place. Fantastic result for Lee. And K440, who isn't on Zwift Power. So Lee takes the virtual gold. So congratulations, Lee. That is, I think, your first ever gold on the Zwift racing. I know you've taken some on the crits before, but for the Zwift series, that is your first gold. So I think you're now officially one of my nemesises on Zwift Power. You've beaten me 6 times to 1. So brilliant racing from Lee, and I'll just hang my head in shame there with those 3 attacks. I didn't even get up the hill with the front group. So thanks for watching, and bye.